All right. Well, the access road's a piece of work. You know, I mean, it was really a problem in starting the ski area because it was steep and it was going to cost a lot of money. And when I built it, um, I had a little restaurant in South Burlington, and Phil Hoff was the governor, and he used to come in and was a customer of mine. And then I had a couple buddies that were in UVM with me. We became pretty good friends, and he was a fellow farmer. He had a dairy farm in South Burlington, and he was in the House of Representatives, and he was a big help in getting the access road. And as I've talked about in one of my other things, getting the state to build the access road was the way I got the banks to lend me the money to build a ski area. But that isn't really the whole story of the access road. You know. Probably the most fun part of the access road was everybody had rear-wheel drive vehicles. And if you've driven the access road, and I'm sure many of my friends said all the skiers have driven the access road, it's challenging even with four-wheel drive. Well, with all two-wheel drive cars in the 70s and the 80s had to come up through the access road, and it's a little steep, see. What was four-wheel drive with the trucks? You know, half-ton truck, maybe usually the three-quarter-ton trucks are four-wheel drive. So, I don't know, one of the boys, maybe it was Ted Tighe's crew, took the bumper off the front. We put a big, wide wooden bumper like this on across it. And then we took some old bull wheel liner we had, and we put that to soften it. And cars really had bumpers on them meant to push a car. It wasn't like now there are these plastic things that look gorgeous, and if you get a little dent, then it costs you $1,000 to fix it. These were like solid bumpers. So if the people couldn't get up through the S-curve or at the very bottom of the hill, we'd have the four-wheel drive truck come up behind them and start pushing them, you know. Well, some people appreciated it, and some people didn't. But the rule was, after the S-curve, about 1,500 feet, this is past the existing Timberline Lodge, you had to have the car going 30 miles an hour, and then they could spin their way up to the parking lot. We didn't want people blocking, because if you had 3 or 4 cars that couldn't make it, that have really super-duper snow tires, they couldn't make the hill, they'd block it up, we wouldn't get any customers during the day. So we had the damn pusher trucks. And that worked so well, we got a second one, and finally we had a third one, and we'd have one down the bottom of the road we first start up, pushing, and then 2 to keep the S-turn cleared. And it was like the most popular job of the mountain. I mean, heck, I used to go down and drive one of the trucks, so it was so fun. And you know, some people would just be, yes, yes, they'd be waving you, come, and other people say, stop, stop, stop. And they'd put their brakes on. Didn't make any difference. You just got them going till they were 30 miles an hour. And that's how we got them up. That was a great one.